Hi there, I'm Dr. Jen with White Wave Bodywork, and in this video what I want to go over is an activity called CatCow. It's really great for spinal extension and flexion, and it feels good. So a lot of people like to do it in gentle yoga classes. I like to do it on an everyday basis just because my spine needs to keep moving. So one of the things about setting up in hands and knees poses like this is there's a lot of details that I talk about when I guide someone through that activity. I've actually got a separate video that I'd like you to go back and look at before you watch this one, because I'm going to fly through these concepts a little fast just to keep my videos bite-sized, okay? So in order to set up for my hands and knees pose, my hands are spread wide apart so that they're outer shoulder distance apart, straight down to the center of my wrists. My wrist creases are parallel to the front of my mat, and my fingers are spread evenly and wide. I'm gripping the mat with my fingertips so that my fingertips are white, and then all of my knuckles in my hands are flat against the ground. When I do that, this lifts up a little bit of the pressure on the wrists and creates an arch in my hands. The next thing I'm going to look at are my knees directly underneath my hips. And when I look at my hips and that's happening, what happens to my shoulders? I want my shoulders over the arch of my hands. So that's how we're going to load the joints in this position. There are modifications for people who have trouble with their wrists in this position. One of them would be to use a towel roll and put it underneath the heels of your hands. That's an option that's available to you. The other option would be to not necessarily load the shoulders all the way over the wrist if it's painful for you, because it takes a lot of wrist extension to do that. So if the alignment cues that I'm giving you are causing you pain, there are options. All right, so let's do cat-cow. So we are stacked up, and what we're going to do is try and round all the way up to the ceiling like an angry cat, and then sink the belly towards the floor like a cow. Now I'm going to take you through some more details about that activity. So as you round up, I like to tell people to exhale and pull the belly button in towards the spine. As you sink, I like to tell people to inhale. The most important thing is that you just keep moving and keep breathing with that movement. Now, when we press up towards the ceiling, what I like to try to do is really move these shoulder blades on my thoracic spine. So as I push up, I'm separating my shoulders far, far apart. I'm tucking my chin to my chest. I'm tucking my tailbone down, and I'm trying to feel a stretch through my thoracic spine, especially. And then the first thing that I move when I come back down is I try to draw those shoulder blades together, tip my butt up towards the ceiling to create a dip in my low back, and then before looking up, I pull my throat back and then look up. If I don't pull my throat back and then look up, it's just hinging at those upper vertebrae there, like C1, C2, that's really hinging there. And most of us are already pretty hingy, right, in that area. So what I want to try to do is extend my full thoracic spine by doing that double chins position first and then looking up. So let's do it a couple more times. Up towards the ceiling, really stretch between the shoulder blades, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin to the chest until you can really feel that stretch. And then sink the belly, draw the shoulder blades together, tip the butt up towards the ceiling, pull the throat back, and then look up. I usually have people do this activity at least 10 times to try to get the spine moving in that flexion and extension, just to warm things up, as long as it's not hurting their wrists and hands, because it is a lot of pressure on the heels of your hands as you do it. So again, you can use modifications. Go back and watch that video for more details about where your hands go, what that looks like. It takes a little bit longer to explain those things. So I hope that you learned something. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave me some comments below, and have a great day.